kinds of spare parts. The seats look like they'd just been reupholstered in blue for some reason. I don't know why, but all the seat parts is there. Console, a couple different shifters, another steering column, and looks like a steering column for a Chevy pickup too. Got a project I'm starting back up here. I had this red Camaro, and I had it ready for paint. I was driving it every day. It was a good running car. My stepdaughter let her drive it, and she crashed it. So I had to take the core support out of my old black junkyard Camaro. I take to the track every now and then, and kind of grafted it in here. I drilled all the weld spots out. I put it together to where I can unbolt it, because if I unbolt the nose and then unbolt this, pull the radiator out, it's so much easier to pull the engine. And if I want to, swap motors sometime in the future, it'll just make it a lot easier to swap engines around, try different combinations in it. Right now it's just got a turbo 350 in it with a 3000 stall, little 10-inch converter there, and got 1 7/8 headers. Run back into a Y pipe and a 3-inch exhaust out the back. I had just a old truck motor 350 in it. I'd bought a set of Summit cast iron heads for it with 202 160 valves. I had a crane cam in it that was like 274 duration and 450 lift on a 106, I think it was, lobe center. It's a real choppy mid-range cam. It ran really good. Nothing else really major done to it. It's just got the stock rotating assembly in it, cast pistons, and I did put steel shim head gasket back on it to try to get the compression up a little bit. I went from a 76cc head down to a 72, and then with the steel shim head gasket, it seemed like it had pretty good compression, and I could still run it on pump gas. I figured out the dynamic compression on it, and I'm thinking it was right around 8-to-1 dynamic, which is fine for pump gas. I've got some seats out of a 4th gen Camaro and put in it. It's got a nice bent-in mega shifter in it. Console lid's good. Got a little hole there and a plastic insert that fit down in it with a little cap on it. I'm not going to take the cap off. I can stick a soda or cup or anything down in there. I got a new tachometer for it because this car originally had a V6 in it, so it made the tach really crazy, erratic. Got a plastic dash pad cover for it because the dash was all cracked up like they usually are. It's got a little bit of a hump in it over there on the passenger side, but it's nothing I can't deal with. Overall, the interior is pretty good. I've got the carpet peeled back because I cut some holes in the transmission hump area there to where I can just pull the carpet back and get right to the bolts to the transmission to motor bolts. Because if you ever fool with these cars, you know that they're extremely difficult to get to, especially with headers on them. And this way I've got I can get to the two top bolts just fine with a wrench, but I can just peel the carpet back on both sides of the floorboard and get the zip gun in there and zip them bolts out real quick. I bought another car, a 92 RS, 5-speed car. But the floor is completely gone on the driver's side, from back here all the way up under the pedals, gone, like Flintstones. So I bought that car for the nose piece for it, since my daughter crashed this one and wrinkled the nose all up. It was bad. I started to put the nose off of my race car on it, and I don't know. It's an 84 Berlinetta nose. I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. Put it back on the Berlinetta and just put it back together like it was. And I had plans on using the front end off the Berlinetta on this car and cutting the floorboards out of the Berlinetta and putting in the 92. But I just really hate to hack up my race car. It's not great, but it's pretty good for what it is. It's a pretty solid car. So I think I'm going to put the front end back together on it, and I'm just going to wait. Maybe sometime in the future I might just buy some floorboards and put in the 92, because it's a good solid car. There's no rust, or it's not beat up or nothing. It's just the floorboard is completely gone, and it's a T-top 5-speed car. Got the transmission sitting over here in the corner. They said it was a running driving car, and the guy was needing money, and he sold the engine out of it when he realized how bad the floorboards was. And so I got the transmission with the car. Got a very good deal on it, so I'm good there. Anyway, thinking about starting a whole new channel here just with this red Camaro in it. And just the evolution of it, of me putting it back together and hopefully getting it painted this time without somebody else crashing it. I had a really nice cowl induction hood. I just got it from a guy, and hadn't had it on the car no time. And I'll post some pictures on here. It's pretty wrinkled up. I separated underneath. Yeah, I think I'll put this car here back together the way it was. Run the crap out of it. I'm not sure what engine I'm going to go with this red car. Got a few options. Got a 400 small block. This here's the 400 small block that I built for this old car. It's a stock rotating assembly in it, but it's got steel shim head gaskets and Promax 64cc chamber heads with 202 160s, 185cc chambers. It's got a comp XC 282, 284. It's XC cam 280 something duration, and that Speedmaster high rise on it. I run it a couple times after I put the bigger cam and the intake on it, and it seemed really strong, but I hadn't had a chance to take it back to the track, so really don't know if it helped it much. Had helped it some, but this engine needs more compression. It's got really deep dish pistons in it, stock pistons. It's a 72 400 small block out of a Caprice, I believe it was. It's a 4-bolt main block. Some people say that's not good, that they're weaker, but you know, I don't know. It may be weaker, but it turned plenty of RPMs for me and never blew up, so that's always an option for the red car. Got that 350 that I had in it. I've got another roller 350 out of a 99 Tahoe. I really thought about turning it into a 383 and roller cam and good set of aluminum heads on it. It'd probably make a really good engine. And I've also got a 5.3 LS in my old Blazer. Engine for bought it for an 05 Chevy 4-wheel drive pickup, and then the truck got crashed before the engine got swapped out in it, so I was stuck with a long block. So anyway, I bought all the parts and thing I needed, and I put it in my old 84 Blazer and put a Holley Sniper fuel injection system on it because I didn't have anything. I just went ahead and did it that way. So all I had was a long block, no LS parts whatsoever. I had to buy everything to make it work. But it does run really good and motivates that old heavy Blazer with 33 tires and 273 gears in it. It motivates it pretty good, so I'd say put a decent cam in it, something better than stock, and put it in here with 342s or 411s in it, and I'd say it'd probably make this whole car run pretty good. And that's always a possibility. But anyway, this is Marty, Ozark Outdoors. Good luck in all your ventures, and thanks for watching.